Like, what was your guys' favorite part?
I'm disappointed in Jay-Z.
Okay.
That's where
right into it.
I'm disappointed in
having
Jay-Z.
his little Kanye moment.
Yo, exactly. First,
Nah, I would say really YSL. Don't come with the Rico though, and none of that shit. You know, what if they hit you for the Rico?
That would have been so funny.
what if they hit me for a Rico?
No, like
Like
for
the
info on the
Rico.
Rico,
What's the Rico?
the YSL Rico. Oh, you don't facts? What Rico? I don't know.
All I'm saying, if you're on Twitter saying that you need to get your plaques, you might also need to get something else. You know what I'm saying?
I think I deserve a few plaques.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not.
For multiple things.
Like what?
Not just working with Doug and Gunna and them, but
Like being a good friend?
Savage just went gold.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Oxlade went gold too.
This nigga just enlightened me that
Huh.
unless you are the artist and like the label gifts it to you, you gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel corny, but I'm still gonna buy them.
I'm gonna for sure buy it, but that's nasty.
It is.
That they make you buy it. It's like I literally worked for this. I grinded for this.
grinded.
It's a little nasty.
But I guess
Yeah.
the plaque company's gotta make money somehow.
Hey, man, fuck the plaque company.
We're not meant to be the superstars, bro.
Facts.
We're meant to be the guys in the background that wear all black and run across the stage when the artist needs water.
Stop.
Speak for yourself.
Stop.
Yeah, that's not me, bro.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the StereoVision podcast.
What's good? Happy episode 89.
Damn, I'm gonna call this episode Water Boys. That'd be a good one.
Water boys.
I'm not a water boy.
But you know, I think we're all water boys at heart. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
what I
a
mean?
doorman all week.
We're the glue men. You know what I mean?
You glue guy.
We hold shit together.
I've
you know
always
what I
Dot
mean?
I've always been a
connectors, you
glue
feel
guy.
me?
Yeah.
You know, it was all the dot connectors had a chance to link up in LA this week. You know what I mean? Grammy week episode.
Ooh.
It was LA was a hotbed of music, celebrities, crime, everything this week. You
Don't
know
forget
what I'm saying?
drama.
There was
Big
there
drama.
Was there a lot of drama?
Huge drama.
Lots of dot connector drama.
Lots of dot connectors not getting their dots connected at the party that they want to be at.
Yeah, I guess.
And
Okay,
freaking
so
out, having a little ego problem.
before we get into all the fancy semantic, all the awards, winners, losers, all that shit, just as a week as a whole, being in the industry, moving around, I think y'all both were really in the shits this week, doing everything. How was it? What was the vibe? What was the energy?
Oh, it was extremely fun.
Yeah.
I just like Grammy week because I feel like everybody's here.
Yeah.
And so it's a quick way to just touch base with everybody real quick without really even saying anything. You know what I'm saying?
Without
Like,
actually touching base.
without really touching base. Bro. You literally could just see somebody, be like, yo, what's up, bro? And then you've seen them for the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how I feel about Grammy weekend. It's also a lot of fun because there's a lot of events going on too. So
For me, I think a good way to describe it would be very high highs and very low lows.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like I had some big wins. You know, I was drinking champagne with Tyla after she won her first Grammy. I got to meet like Polo G this week and a bunch of other artists that I'm a fan of. But also, you know, like a publicist told me he was gonna slap the shit out of me, and I wound up hopping out the car with you in Burbank trying to fight
we
you.
were in Burbank.
All right, wait,
In
actually,
Burbank.
Can we rewind real quick?
Yeah,
Why is anybody telling you they're gonna slap the shit out of you?
because there are publicists that pulled up to a party early that I'm working the door at. They did their due diligence, but end of the day, sorry, your artists just aren't big enough for you to get escorted in right now. I don't care. His artists were there, like standing in the back of the crowd, and he's like, my talent's here. You're making me look like I'm bad at my job. And I was like, honestly, you kind of did everything right, so I feel for you, you know, as like a junior publicist. Like, I understand this animosity.
But you're not getting it.
Yeah, and you're not going to slap the shit out of me either.
They
But I
also
think-
showed up late too, right?
No, they were there early. They were there mad early, but their talent wasn't there yet.
He probably saw what was coming, knew he wasn't gonna get his, but like, I have to say I did everything I could, so I gotta threaten to slap him.
Yeah, he put on a little scene. I
You know
think
what
his
I'm
artist was
saying?
probably in the back watching.
Right.
You
You
know,
get this? You see that? I'm trying. I would have hit him.
bro ended up getting in, and then we were upstairs together, and he's like, "Hey man, like, I'm sorry about all that. Like, you know, I wasn't gonna slap you." And I was like, it's all good, brother.
LA, bro.
And we talked it out, you know.
It's all just acting.
So was niggas really drunk during the week? Like, I don't know how everyone was at parties every day, but we have work at 9 a.m. the next day.
Oh yeah.
How are those vibes? Was it hungover office? Were we grateful for remote work this week? What was that like?
I didn't really go into the office like that.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I did. I missed like one day, but that was because I was literally doing something off-site.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Spencer, how would you answer that on your?
I mean, I only had 2 real drinking nights,
Mm-hmm.
and that's our night at Soho Warehouse.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
that was a
it was-
Thursday night, right?
that was a saucy night for sure.
That was
Nigga,
big.
But that was a party though, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
that wasn't even like an event. That was just
Nah.
like we were at a bar.
Yeah.
You know.
exactly.
And then last night I ended pretty saucy.
That's how you gotta
Uh,
do it. That's the culmination of everything. Last night, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I think everyone also was pretty lax this morning. You know, this is a PR Super Bowl. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? The game is over. Like, yes, let's get these press releases out. Let's, clip and tell the company and all that. But like, at this point, we did our job. Like, it was kind of chill this morning, so it wasn't like terrible vibes.
Definitely. I mean, the Grammys is an institution. You know what I mean? We gonna always give them their flowers. So we can kind of get into this shit. Where do we want to start? We going winners, losers, good moments,
Yeah, I think we should
viral shit.
maybe just like some what was your guys' favorite part?
I'm disappointed in Jay-Z.
Okay.
That's where
this
we're gonna
nigga
start.
right
Okay.
right into it.
I'm disappointed in
Having his
Jay-Z.
little Kanye
I'm not gonna
moment?
lie. Yo, exactly. First, there's no difference. Actually, there's a difference.
There's a lot.
There's a difference. He didn't interrupt anybody, which
Yeah.
Kanye did. Yes, there's a difference there.
And
But
it's his wife.
okay, but this is how I feel about it, though. I feel like he could have said exactly what he said, but he could have written it out so he sounded more eloquent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was clearly off the dome.
And he's bro, he's accepting a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if you have a grudge against the Grammys for, whatever it may be, you feel like they don't highlight black artists enough. They feel like they haven't highlighted your wife enough. Like, you still have to come on the stage and say something that is meaningful. And I feel like people were trying to read between the lines of what he was saying and make it feel meaningful when it really wasn't, because it wasn't prepared. Also, he had his daughter on stage too. And I don't know, it just was a weird look. Like, I'm like, why are you embarrassing her and your wife in front of everybody?
It didn't feel like he was embarrassing.
That's how I felt in the moment. Maybe I got to watch it again.
I mean, I definitely took away a similar thing where it's like, okay, so I didn't watch the shit. All I know, my mom just texted me because I know she was on it, and she's like, "Did you hear what Jay-Z said?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "You don't hear about it, right?" So I go on Twitter. Everyone is like, you know what I mean? I was like, "Oh my God, Hove gave everyone a viral moment, doing all the shit." And then I watch it back, and I'm like, I see what it was going for.
Mm-hmm.
I see the attempt, and I think the sentiment is good. You know what I mean? It's very similar to something that I think Drake has said before. You know what I mean? We've heard a bunch of big artists kind of use this platform to say, like, yes, appreciate the award or whatever, but like, if you're an artist, does this really mean anything?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what he was going for, but it wasn't. I think a prepared thing kind of takes away from the rawness of a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe he just talked for a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the Beyonce connection at all, because I called you, we were talking, and I'm like, was Renaissance even available, like open for?
No, it came out in July 2022.
So I guess maybe this is a grudge, not from this current year's Grammys, but from maybe last year's Grammys.
Yeah.
And her not winning.
Do
Even
you guys
though
remember who won album of the year last year?
No, I can look it up.
Because that was
But-
his whole thing, right?
Yeah. Album of the year. What year was it? 2023.
2023.
Oh,
Uh,
was that Taylor Swift?
Or is
I
that
think
the
it
one that
was.
came out this year? Try
Uh,
2022.
that is a little confusing, right?
Right.
She just wins every year. I don't even know what the album she won for was
Of
called
the
this year.
year 2024, just to confirm.
But Miles, what you're saying, I think it's true. It's like the message was the right direction and the right thought, but the delivery was just terrible. And
Was
I feel like we're allowed to criticize the greats, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Who won.
Jay-Z is obviously a fucking legend, but you can't be a legend and go on stage and just, well, this is kind of funny, but freestyle. You can't just freestyle a fucking speech, bro.
I know he really did just like I wasn't mad at anything he said. I don't think he made any like outlandish claims. You know, like we all know that like not everyone in the category belongs in the category. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of spitting facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't feel super impactful just because of the way it was delivered. And yeah, I don't know why he had to bring Beyonce into it.
I mean, it's his wife. You know, he probably got some brownie points for that. You know, what I mean, she was probably like, "Go, Jay, thank you," some little shit. But
You think so, or you think it was more like the Will Smith slap?
no, because she actually loves her. I think she actually loves her husband.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think the moment between him and Blue was dope. I think, when he like grabbed her hand after he said he was nervous, you know what I mean? Or like he acknowledged that like, why are you embarrassing me? That was a very fatherly moment.
Yeah, that's
Fair
cool.
enough. Fair enough.
You know what I mean? And I think even him saying like I know we got to talk about it before. You was like when I get nervous, I start telling the truth. I think that's a really, really valuable sentiment from Hove, because that's someone who always controls how he's seen. I feel like every time I ever see Hove or like I ever get a clip of him, some of him talking, he's controlling the environment. He's clearly giving a very well thought out answer. You know what I mean? Even sometimes I think it's a little bit of a politically correct answer a lot with Hove. So for him to kind of go off that beaten path, it did make me feel like, oh, like there's something on his heart right now that he wants to say. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was just a moment about his wife. It felt a little bit bigger than that to me.
And you said it was corny before the episode, but I kind of like that quote.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I agree with it.
When I get nervous, I start telling the truth.
I think that's true for a lot of people who don't. You know what I mean? It's hard to be politically correct all the time. Everyone's going to eventually slip up. And, you know, for Jay-Z, he just happened to do it on the biggest stage damn near.
Yeah.
But I think, go.
I mean, you can rap Jay-Z because I was going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that's everything that we had to say on it. You know what I mean? Shouts
sure.
out to you for winning the award. Talk more. Give us an album.
I mean, definitely the craziest thing that I saw was Killer Mike sweeping the rap category and then getting put in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we should do the Killer Mike conversation, because I think I'm on different ends of the spectrum on some of the shit than you guys. I assume so.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about everything surrounding him at the Grammys?
In terms of him winning all those awards?
Him winning, his reaction, what he said, what happened after, everything.
I think my only opinion is I don't think he should have won all those awards.
Okay.
To be honest. That being said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, bro. I don't want to say anything where I'm like, because you know me, bro. I'll feel one way and then look into it a little bit more and I'll feel another way. But I really think that Heroes and Villains, Utopia, I won't put Her Loss above that, but Heroes and Villains and Utopia really should have won at least one of those categories, bro. That's really my valid opinion. I think Metro Boomin had an incredible year. And I think Killer Mike, even though he's a legend and contributing to the community, like, I don't think the music was ringing in the streets like Heroes and Villains. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Metro Boomin deserves his flowers in a way that wasn't acknowledged that night. So
Yeah, I think Killer Mike totally deserved the Grammy for Best Rap Performance. Scientists and Engineers, probably the best rap performance I heard all year.
Agreed.
Great pick. Best rap song, probably not. You know, if we're talking about really just like song structure, like that song was just like 3 great rap verses. I don't know why that is the best rap song. And rap album, no, yeah, that's Utopia or Heroes and Villains. I like Utopia for that, because I always kind of expect the Grammys to right wrongs. Not saying that Astro World losing was necessarily wrong, because Invasion of Privacy was a huge album and a great album, but Travis Scott having 0 Grammys in 2024 is wrong.
Right, and 10 nominations too. Like that's really bad.
Yeah,
that's a really bad look on
you
them.
you could say Heroes and Villains, you know, got more play outside. You could say it was a better album. I like Utopia better, but it should have gone to one of those two. But I'm also not mad at Killer Mike. Obviously, a legend in the game. You know, I loved his speech. I loved after he won Album of the Year how hyped he was, talking about a sweep. You know what I mean? But the arrest is very strange.
Yeah.
Do you guys have details on that? I saw that it was just for like a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I think it's a publicity stunt. I don't think it's like a real thing.
Why do you think that?
Just because, you know, biggest moment of his career, all eyes on him, you know what I mean? Keep the conversation going, and like, why would they do it there? Like, that just seems so random.
Wait, publicity stunt on whose end?
Like, I think, like, you know, Killer Mike was in on it. I think, you know what I mean?
I think so too. I actually think so too.
I don't like that move, if true.
I just don't understand why they're arresting him at the Grammys.
I think
for a misdemeanor.
But I think a lot of I don't know about a misdemeanor, but I do know I've seen a couple times where like people will wait until you're a huge moment like that to arrest you to make a statement type thing. Not like an actual statement, but kind of just like public, like, yo, this person did a bad thing, we're taking them down type thing. But if it's a publicity stunt on like his end, I think that's kind of weird, especially because isn't he super like anti-police and like anti?
I think
don't know.
Yeah, I think that's why I also want to get into. I think it's an awful look.
Yeah,
like a terrible, terrible look. You know what I mean? You have this figure in rap music, which is always, you know what I mean, kind of criminalized, marginalized into this like violent bad thing. You have this dude who's kind of went against those stereotypes, really tried to uplift his community and all that. And on the biggest night of his career, you see this man filled with joy, and he ends up walking away with handcuffs. And that's the biggest story of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I may think it's a publicity stunt, but yeah, I don't think it's a good play. I don't want to give that all the attention because I think in 24 hours less, he might probably be free now. I don't think it's going to be anything. I don't think the charges are serious. So let's shifting attention from that though to him actually sweeping the categories. I think that's dope. I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? I'm on the same page as you. I think Heroes and Villains was a better album. You know what I mean? Completely, just for how much everyone loved it, how much I personally loved it, you know, how much it was heard, all that shit. But it's very similar to me to when Leonardo DiCaprio won the Best Actor for The Revenant. Everyone knows that that's not his best movie. You know what I mean? But it's like the awards, the Academy had done him wrong so long, and it was a movie that was up to par with it. You give him that in a year that maybe there wasn't another standout performance that could beat it. You know what I mean? Like an overwhelming one. So I'm not pissed at all.
Do you think Killer Mike has done more for hip hop than Travis Scott
as a whole?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay, so I disagree, and I'm like, why couldn't Travis have his Revenant moment?
Because Travis is gonna have another one. Travis is going to have a very long, illustrious career. I think Travis is going to have multiple more opportunities to win a Grammy. I think that this was a rap legend who made his most accessible body of work while not compromising quality. You know what I mean? Gave you a song that was a standout moment of the year when it dropped. I think he checked all the boxes. And I don't think it's like, we talked about it before where it's like, I feel like you should factor in popularity. But then you came from the standpoint that this is tastemakers supposing to like use their opinion to come up with what's the best piece of art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think when you think of it with that logic, I lean more towards not saying Killer Mike should have won, but it makes sense why they did. You know what I mean? I could get that more.
Yeah, I just am like, I know we had the conversation earlier, and it might not be realistic, but we listen to a lot of music like this, and if you're really going to go this route, give it to Billy Woods.
But Billy Woods' album wasn't better than
Billy Woods better than Killer Mike's album. It was far better than Killer Mike's album. It honestly was.
And like, that's not realistic. It has to be some realm of realism.
That's fair. That's
like
fair.
Billy Woods can't get it right now. You know what I mean? We got to use like
I don't even know who that is.
You know, like
fire.
No,
it's not
super fire.
It doesn't necessarily make sense. But saying that Travis Scott has done more for hip hop.
I think that's a little bit of a crazy.
That's crazy, Spencer.
Spencer,
that's really crazy. That's really, really crazy. Killer Mike is a legend. Bro.
Especially when we're talking about how hip hop is about being anti-establishment.
Yeah, bro.
And shit.
I mean, what did Killer Mike really like revolutionize?
I think it's
Killer Mike is great, but Travis Scott is one of the founders, like one of the people on the forefront of like the 2010s like trap in Atlanta and in the South.
No, that's what I'm saying. And that's, I think Killer Mike popularized Atlanta. I think Killer Mike was very, very instrumental in giving Atlanta the shine and lifting it to the point where it is today.
I mean, I think he definitely put on for Atlanta. He's actually from Atlanta and like represented it very well. But like, I think Travis Scott had more influence on the sound that we hear today.
I get what you're saying. It just sounds like something I would say.
And
it's not, and it's just not there, because that's not to say that Travis Scott won't have a bigger impact than Killer Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That I could get behind. But at this point, currently in time in 2024, I think Killer Mike has done enough to cement himself as like a standalone legend. Give him his flowers. Let him do this with this body of work. This is probably his last shot at it. He put his best foot forward. I think he wanted it. I think he probably played the games that the Grammys want you to play in the background for sure. The label probably was on the same page.
For sure, bro.
So you know, I have no issue. I take no issue with it going to him. You know what I mean? I think it's cool.
It smells like a campaign
for sure.
At the fullest.
For sure. You know what I mean? And you can't fault him for that. You know what I mean? He did everything he was supposed to do and got the result. You know. And
did he need a sweep? 2 for Killer Mike would have been dope.
No.
He could have gotten 2, and Travis could have gotten.
He didn't need a sweep.
You know,
he did not need a sweep. But I don't like the Travis songs that were nominated.
Travis had no nominations besides Album of the Year. That was his only nomination.
Yeah, so I'm like...
That was his only shot.
I think Fiend should have been nominated.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, but they're not outside like that. The Grammy's not outside like that.
Yeah.
Man, Travis Scott is performing Fiend 20 times at his shows. They're not outside for that.
Like, bro, y'all got
Fiend is so
the
lit.
people that make those decisions are not in those rooms.
Yeah. Do we have any other moments we want to talk about, or should we get into maybe more into specifics about different categories and stuff like that?
I mean, just performance-wise, I really liked Burna Boy's performance. I really liked Miley Cyrus's performance.
Yeah.
As somebody that doesn't like always like love her music or love her, like that felt like the most iconic performance of the night.
Flowers is a slap.
Yeah.
Flowers is a big slap. I really like that song.
It seemed like a career-defining moment for her, which I don't think a lot of other people like hit on.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked SZA's Kill Bill. For me, Snooze, the mix wasn't great, and I didn't feel like I could really hear her that well.
Mm-hmm.
But I did really like the choreography on Kill Bill. And then the Fast Car tribute with Luke Combs was awesome.
Bro,
remember when I talked about that? Like, what was it last episode that Fast Car was that we talked about that shit?
I don't know if I wait. Did you bring it up?
Yeah, we were talking about. I don't remember what I compared it to. There was another like sing-songy talky shit. But yeah, continue.
No, that was a fucking amazing performance.
Yeah.
I also didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't know that he completely just took that song.
Yeah, I didn't. He didn't give credit to Tracy Chapman.
No, I don't know if he. I mean, probably yes, in like the credits or whatever, and maybe he said it a couple times, but I didn't know until the Grammy performance.
Oh, did Luke Combs do a rendition of? Fast
Yeah. But Tracy
album?
Chapman was on stage with him.
But like, does he have a song on like an album with that, or was it just like that was a one-off moment?
No, I think that's on his album.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Luke Combs?
I had no idea that was a different song, and that's on me.
That's hilarious.
yeah, that's crazy. That's an iconic song.
No,
That's
I listened to it today, and I was like, bro, this version is. It's not necessarily better or worse. It's just like
the Tracy Chapman version. I haven't heard the Luke Combs version, but the Tracy Chapman version is better.
It's two different messages though.
Okay.
And I think hers hits way harder.
Okay.
Like it's on some like, I don't know, bro. It was just sadder, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really listen to that song trying to get any like musical enjoyment out of it necessarily. For me, that song is much more like poetry, damn near.
It kind of talks about everything that's wrong with this country.
Yeah.
To be real.
Yeah, it's she's a super talented, great writer. You know, I mean, it's dope that she got a lot of shine. Actually, I did see her in a lot of conversations about that. Kind of some other moments, I guess, along that. Someone who's really, really deserving. Just seeing Victoria Monet and all the support that she seemed to get from everybody.
She had a big night.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a thing where she won Best New Artist.
Yeah.
34 years old, been in the industry for 10 years, written hits for people. You know what I mean? It's dope whenever you see at these award shows there's a sentiment of like it's never too late, never give up. Like your time is coming, you got to stay true to it. You know what I mean? Just work, focus on your craft. You know what I mean? You can't focus on all the outside noise. But shout out to her. Shout out to everyone supporting her.
Do you listen to her?
So I really, really wanted to like the Jaguar. Is it Jaguar 2 or is it the Jaguar album? Party Girls on that album, fire, incredible song. All My Mama feels like a fucking R&B science experiment. Like it's like they put all the elements into a R&B song that's supposed to make it a hit, and it worked. For me, it doesn't. It feels a little too formulaic for me, but I can respect it completely. The album is interesting.
I felt like what's the song called? All My Mama?
Yeah.
I felt like that. It's like a good song, but it definitely feels like it was written for like Empire.
You know, like type shit. That's how everything for
like the show,
like the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first like 3 songs on that album I think are actually really, really good. And the album's not bad at all, but it's just it sounded like a Grammy nominated album who has sung by a very talented songwriter who has access to all of the best producers. You know, I think D Mile was very, very instrumental in the project. So, well, big ups to her though. You know what I mean? She earned that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know, there was nobody on that list that I was like really riding for, to be honest. And she has dope people around her. I'm not like super tapped in with the music, but good for her.
How do you guys feel about Best New Artist never being? I mean, I guess they did. I actually think that they did a decent job. I'm not mad at Noah Khan. I feel like he had a big kind of breakout year. Ice Spice, obviously. Fred again just isn't new.
Yeah, I think he should probably get it, but he's not new.
What do you mean he's not new? Like,
is he?
He's been
around for a while, right?
Okay, that's new. He really had like a breakout year last year. Just because he has music out, you just talked about someone who's been in the industry for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you feel about it? That's what the Grammys are. I don't think the Grammys are ever going to go to a truly. I think we maybe should be called breakthrough artist.
Yeah,
of the year,
I feel
as
you.
opposed to best new artist. But by the criteria, yeah, I'm totally cool with him being there.
I'll give it to Coco Jones over anything.
Man, Coco Jones' album.
Yeah.
No, that project was good, bro.
It feels like
You think the Victoria Monet project was better?
everything that I said about Victoria Monet, I feel about Coco Jones with a worse voice. I don't think she conveys much emotion when she sings.
Interesting.
I don't listen to Fred again, but give me Fred again in that category. Who else is selling out the shrine for 10 nights?
I kind of agree with you, Spencer.
Yeah, I don't listen to it, but that just feels like the right answer.
I probably would have went Fred again, or even like, yeah, it's hard to argue against Victoria given the field, but I'd probably go Fred again, her, and Noah Khan are like the three that I.
The most exciting is Fred again. Everybody else is just kind of like.
Whoa, don't talk about Jelly Roll like that.
Okay, so
don't talk about Jelly Roll.
I need to really listen to Jelly Roll, but he just throws me off, like the look.
For sure, I haven't heard Jelly Roll yet.
Also, I do feel like I may have heard like a rap song or two from him in the past.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know that the music is good because people are raving about it. I just haven't brought myself to listen. I don't know if I completely love the transition over. Anyway,
did he just
talk? I like him.
Is he Post Malone?
Is he?
I don't know. I don't listen to music.
Oh, like
Not all
the way he's
a little more country.
like
A little more
okay.
No, I think he's talking about like what he did.
The
like,
transition?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Post Malone.
What was Post Malone's first project? White Iverson? Or
Stoney was very like country folk.
He had elements of it.
Stoney was really good.
That was best project by Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his best
I'd
project.
probably say so. Deja Vu is special.
Do we all like Post Malone here? Are we a Post Malone podcast?
Yeah, I really like Post Malone.
Because I'm also pro Post Malone. I thought Beer Bonds and Bentleys was also a really good album.
I like some songs about Post Malone.
In high school, I used to listen to so much Post, shamelessly.
I feel like Beer Bongs and Bentleys is exactly what it sounds like. It's like frat music.
Yeah.
Whereas Stoney is just way more. It's just way cooler, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I have a couple songs in the tuck that I'm always played by him. Okay, what categories are y'all interested in? What do we? How many song of the year?
I mean, we pretty much talked about everything I care about.
You don't care about song of the year?
No, we went to fucking Barbie.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn, Billy. Really? Why?
She be getting them awards.
People love Billy. I mean, the Grammys love the fuck out of Billy. Remember that picture of her holding like the 6 Grammys and 8 Grammys?
Yeah, she be winning.
Okay, we talked about Flowers. We talked about Album of the Year. Went to fucking Taylor over SOS. Just wrong.
Yeah.
Just so wrong. Yeah, SZA was still, I think, the big winner
Yeah, she had a lot of wins.
of the night. Let's just, just for the sake of looking things up.
Boy Genius also had a really great night.
Yeah.
I was happy for them. I do like them.
Oh, see, why did they do Kill Bill for record of the year, though? I feel like Snooze was a better record. Am I tripping for that?
No, Snooze is better, but I think Kill Bill just did more numbers.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it's
Yeah.
partly based on.
You're right. Ooh, Ghost in the Machine, best pop duo group performance.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Machine won. That's fire. Okay, that's dope. I just want to see what's it called? What did ICU win? Best R&B performance.
Yeah.
ICU won.
Boo.
Really? Okay.
Boo.
I mean, you know what I would have picked.
Chris Brown.
He wasn't gonna win
Wait for what?
I've seen, bro.
best R&B performance. I would have done it for It's just Summer Too Hot. Just the song. Love that song.
You know that song's not that great, bro.
Hey, I like it.
I've seen Chris Brown. I've seen Chris Brown way too many times this week, bro. Always with his entire entourage. I don't know.
He was at all the Afrobeat shit.
Really?
Yeah, like everything. He was at the YouTube.
Oh, they revived his career.
Oh.
That nigga finding Afrobeat was the worst thing that happened to Afrobeat. That nigga gonna pimp out the whole genre.
I feel like I don't know. Wait, you can't say they revived his career. I don't think Chris Brown was ever dead. I think this is a new life, though. Sensational.
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 That is an incredible song, bro.
I'm sorry for bringing up Chris Brown. We're not gonna give him more minutes on this podcast.
Why?
No.
Just to separate art from artists?
We're
What's the
talking
problem?
about Chris Brown too much.
What's the problem?
Oh my God.
You don't like Sensational. You hate. That's hate. That's hate. Don't lie.
Let me just.
Have you heard the song?
Yeah, probably.
This nigga, exactly. You hear that song outside? That shit a vibe, bro.
Alright, yeah, Chris is cool.
This nigga's crazy. Okay, yeah, I guess rap was just see they ruined all the fun stuff because they just gave everything to Killer Mike.
You know, and then arrested him.
Bro. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, Grammys were weird. There was also a shit show because of the rain. It was like a torrential downpour in LA, which I think was interesting for a red carpet because there were actually nobody could move backwards on the carpet, and the carpet was one of the only places that was covered, so artists actually had to walk through the rain to get to the top of the carpet.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people, their looks were like kind of fucked up. A lot of people chose not to be on the carpet.
Damn.
It felt like a quieter year for fashion to me.
For sure. I mean, like, think about it. You're walking in front of all those cameras and just like soaked. Like, that's just a bad look, you know?
Did you guys see Doja Cat's nipples?
Yeah, yeah. I saw the whole all body. Do you think all those tattoos are real?
I don't know. The city shit was pretty hard. That was pretty cool.
She ain't look and you know, let me stay out of women's business. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
That's how I feel. I'm over here.
I don't
I'm not
understand women's
commenting on
fashion. To me, I think she had a fit on. You know, it was whatever. The trucker hat kind of threw me off.
But no, I actually kind of like the trucker hat. You know what I'm saying?
I
didn't like the fit, but that's just me personally. Though.
You know,
I know it's for some people.
I don't know why the nips were half out. That was a little.
You know,
confusing.
it wasn't. Doja's gonna do what Doja does.
I love Doja.
She sells records. She showed up at the event. Do your thing, Doja.
But she didn't win anything, which was too bad.
She should have won something.
Definitely.
Her Paint the Town Red, I feel like.
Paint the Town Red. I really like Agora Hills, bro. And I feel like Agora Hills is doing well now.
That'll be up next year.
Next
I
year,
gotta say.
Yeah, because the album didn't come out in eligibility period, but Attention and Paint the Town Red were up for stuff.
I think that album deserves a Grammy. I can't lie.
I would like best rap album.
Ooh, that would be difficult though. Nomination. Well, I mean, we don't know what's gonna come out yet, so.
You know, yeah. Is there anything out that's
To me, in the eligibility period, which would be last September to now, I think I would give Doja Rap Album of the Year.
Is there anything else that even dropped?
21. Doja, don't comment on this one.
We just gotta see, bro.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
we gotta see.
There's gonna be something else that drops.
Yeah, the year just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'll be interesting though. Okay, so is that enough? Are we done with Grammys? Is there any other last minute Grammy thoughts? Tizo Touchdown was on the phone with his fans for 8 days.
I didn't actually see that. He didn't call me.
You gotta call him.
Oh.
We're in the group FaceTime.
I like it,
Yeah, I did too.
but I don't know if I care about it.
Like what? Like why you? Like that was just crazy.
I didn't care about it, and I was also confused on what was going on, but I like the fan engagement though.
He's such a cool guy. Did you guys see him on the Travis Mills show?
No.
Who's Travis Mill?
Oh, okay. He's like Zane Lowe's like protege. He's like a punk rock guy that like transitioned into like an interview personality, interviews a bunch of people.
Shout out Travis, bro. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
I did like his interview with Arshawn and Kids Take Over.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
That was really good. It was funny because it was clearly in like the RCA office in New York or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I like the fit he was wearing, and I like how he took the nails from his head and made a collar instead. I like the new look, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking with the new
he's
look.
staying at Home Depot.
He just had to like be so like he had to exaggerate it off rip and make it. This is my thing: hair, nails, hair, industrial. Now he can get a little bit more subtle with it and drop nails into different elements of his style.
Yeah.
His progression is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be so fun to watch.
No, we are Tizo fans here.
Yep.
Even Miles.
Nails everywhere. Okay, my most excited topic of the week: UMG TikTok.
TikTok.
Okay, so UMG announced last week that they would be taking all of their artist music off of TikTok. You can no longer use their sounds and post into the music. No more Virginia Beach over Target runs. How do you feel about this? / do y'all know any more details than me?
I don't think I know any more details. I think I am excited by it. And I really do like the way that the creators that I follow on social media have kind of spun this. Because I think if you really want to use Virginia Beach in your TikTok, you can find a way around it. You're still going to do like a manual upload. You know what I'm saying? And just, it'll still be there. But I do think it makes a lot more space for independent artists and rising artists for them to officially distribute their sound on TikTok and for that to have, less to compete with from the biggest music company in the world.
Okay.
I agree. I don't think that you can upload music at all. Like, I think even if you use a sound on your video, it'll get blocked by UMG.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's important. I don't know how I feel about it. I do think that people will probably have to get better at actually marketing music now.
Yeah.
'Cause we had a little stimulus package for the past 2-3 years with TikTok, and it looks like people might be moving away from it. Also, there's competition. There's YouTube Shorts. There's Reels. In terms of short form platforms, it's not the only option anymore. And different demographics use it. You're seeing older people start to use Reels a lot more and not even really go to TikTok.
Yeah.
And YouTube Shorts is continuing to make a push to just be a greater platform. So I don't really know how I feel about it. I think that we're probably gonna move into a different era of just music marketing because of it, though. This is the start.
Yeah, I wanna approach it from two sides of the coin because I think 100% what you said is a fact. This opens the door wide open for independent artists. You know what I mean? You just lost a lot of competition. Now, if you're trying to get your shit to cut through the noise, you got some of the biggest artists in the world are now just completely off the platform. There's an opportunity for you to promote your sounds, promote your music, do all this shit. You know what I mean? So I think that that's huge. I think that also, like you said, people like you, people in your position are going to have to take cues from what you guys did with 21 Savage. You know what I mean? You can't just, because I think especially for bigger artists, you know what I mean? I don't think they were completely reliant on TikTok trends and TikTok sounds and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're going to have to apply some of those methods to the smaller, more developing artists. You can't just run a TikTok campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just think that having a song catch on TikTok is going to be able to blow them up. You know what I mean? You're going to have to find creative ways to get this person in the conversation, which I think is going to be dope.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that Russ, actually, your twin, this nigga shed a lot of light on what was happening to me. He kind of said, this is a move for UMG to kind of be more concerned with their own pockets rather than making sure that the money's getting put back into the creators. This is kind of a selfish thing that UMG is doing. You know what I mean? They're framing it like, you know what I mean? You saw the little message that they put out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're framing it like they want to make sure that their creators are getting their just due, you know what I mean, for the platform that they're making so much money, having people live on all the time. But is that really why they were so adamant about taking off the platform, or are they like, y'all aren't compensating the big dogs right, and we take issue with that, now we're going to twist your arm? Because the artists were still, and I don't know all the nuts and bolts of it, but you know what I mean, I assume the artists were still getting a little bit of money. They were finding ways to profit off TikTok.
And even if they weren't, it's just, enhanced visibility and discovery.
I mean, I think a great example is surround sound with Jid. That shit doesn't do what it does without TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit's probably making that nigga more money than he thought it would for the past year.
Yeah.
So I take issue with it. From that standpoint, I think that it's kind of fucked up that it doesn't. I don't feel like the artists were probably brought into that type of discussion.
Definitely not.
You know what I mean? Which is a little bit corny to me, but we're gonna see the repercussions of it.
Yeah, does UMG take a big hit, do you think? Do you think now artists, when considering where to sign, that's a big factor? They're playing from behind, they actually can't use TikTok as a marketing tool for my music if I choose to sign with you?
No.
That event still hit.
I don't know what's gonna happen with TikTok, but I do think that the playing field is just being leveled. They had so much leverage because it was a platform that no one expected to really blow up that did. And all of a sudden, a lot of music that was rising to the top of the charts, to the top of everybody's airwaves, was from the platform. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like things are just leveling out. I think most of the marketing these days is going to become digital, and I feel like there's going to be multiple platforms where you can market your music. I think it's going to be a much more diversified market. I mean, we still haven't really even dove into everything that Twitch can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so clear cut because you can't use sounds on it, but we see streamers pairing up with rappers every day and artists every day to try and promote their music. I think people just got to get a little bit more creative, to be honest.
And I think the money's going somewhere. So that money that they had set aside for TikTok budgets, that sort of thing, is just going to go to Meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who does this hurt more? Does it hurt UMG more or TikTok more?
I think it hurts TikTok. Because I think they lose a lot of leverage.
I think you guys are tripping a little bit. I think it hurts. I think it definitely hurts UMG.
I don't think so, bro.
Why?
You think it's gonna hurt the biggest record label in the world?
I'm just thinking of like if I'm an artist that is considering who to sign with, and I have an equal sized deal or an equal sized offer from a Sony label and a UMG label. Does the fact that they totally can't take advantage of TikTok, what has been the number one tool for music discovery over the last 3 years, does that not affect your decision as an artist? Like, do you don't think they have a little less signing power?
No, I think the bag and the results that that labels give you affects the decision, and other artists that they've signed that you see are successful. And I know TikTok has only been on the table for 4 years at this point.
Yeah.
It's not the end all be all. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that I think that it's a very powerful tool, but at the end of the day, we have other tools to market music, and we've done it before TikTok.
Yeah, they'll be all right, but I do think it puts them at a slight disadvantage if you have equal offers from both labels.
And I think that's the key part that I'm not factoring in, because from what I think and just outside looking in optics, I think most of the situations that I've seen, they've had the bigger bag.
Yeah,
like their bag is pretty hard to fuck with.
Yeah,
they have it.
Makes
like
sense.
they're definitely gonna run the money play. They're gonna be like, we'll give you more bread if you really want TikTok. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But you're right. I think that is something to think about. You know what I mean? Especially, I think you have to factor in the artist that you're signing. If that artist has a huge basis on TikTok, that's their thing. You know what I mean? If I'm a Four Bats,
yeah,
TikTok has been so instrumental right now while I'm in the midst of this process and I'm so hot on that platform. Maybe I don't want my shit to be taken away, you know?
You know, it's like if you're cooking, if that's what's getting you to the point of bubbling and having a deal, you know, sign one paper and it's immediately like removed.
That's fair.
And your momentum is halted. Mm-hmm. But I see what you guys are saying too. It definitely hurts TikTok as well, but I don't know. Do you think other labels are going to follow?
I have no idea.
I mean, if they do, I think that's when you have to have the conversation that nigga Russ was bringing up. It's like, yo, are y'all really concerned with doing what's best for your artists? If all of them get rid of it, it may just be like they may just be banding together though. It's like comparatively, it might be like, you know how like people said all the owners in the NFL got together and said we're not signing Lamar Jackson last offseason. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? There was plenty of teams that should have signed Lamar Jackson, but they didn't want that nigga to reset the entire quarterback market. So no, we're gonna keep it together. We as owners have to stand as one, protect the NFL as an institution. You know what I mean? Re-sign with the Ravens, get that kind of bag that has to fit into our restraints.
Yeah.
You know, it may be a situation where all the major label heads get together and say, all right, maybe we need to take back control of this platform that's kind of just running wild right now. If all of us did it, then TikTok has to make a change because what is their platform at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I kind of agree with Miles. I also think that it's just not the end all be all, bro. And I think we're going to see a more diversified market in terms of like what platforms people start using to promote their music. I think TikTok had the upper hand, especially during the pandemic. I think that upper hand is slowly shifting away. I think this is a huge move, but it's definitely pushing things in a different direction.
I'm excited that Grammy week is over because I think that it kind of I think everything that happens is strategic. So like, wow, a lot of shit has been happening in music these last couple weeks, even months, if you really want to zoom out. There's some shit happening. People are trying to figure out how to really monetize this thing in the modern world that has so much weight, has so much popularity. Even though we're in a recession, even though we're not in the best economy, people were still clamoring to buy tickets to Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Drake. So this is a healthy market. But now the real power players are trying to make sure that they're capitalizing off that in the correct ways. You know what I mean? Whether it be DSPs, labels, whatever. So I'm interested.
There were definitely some secret meetings this weekend.
For surely, bro. For
underground meetings,
bro.
Yeah.
I never realized, because you know that a list of like Billboard, or it may not have been Billboard that put it up, like the 100 power players.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many of them niggas Drake has name dropped in songs,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Because like whenever there's a name that like I don't, it's like, oh, like that's a label head. That's like the head of Live Nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
No, it is really funny going back and listening to older Drake music now, being in the industry and being like, oh shit, that's my boss.
Nigga, I've been hearing like I heard Pound Cake and I was like, I never knew who Michael Rapino was until I saw a list like, oh, that's Live Nation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's who you're flexing, fair.
Yeah.
I guess maybe something that Osei isn't gonna like talking about a little bit of label shit. You know what I mean? TDE dropped the list of potential albums, promo shit. Niggas is lying. I do think niggas have been lying a lot recently for no reason, just to get in the news. And we kind of can talk about it on some other shit. We don't have to stay in it all the time. They dropped a list of all the albums that are supposed to be coming out, and it was the entire roster.
Yeah.
It was everyone signed to the roster, 3 blanked out names that are supposed to be unknown artists. All of these niggas are not dropping.
I mean, TDE kind of needs to do something. You know what I mean? I feel like they don't really have SZA as much in their pocket as they would have liked. I know she's still signed there, obviously, but she obviously works really closely with RCA as well. I think TDE kind of needs to make a play. They lost Kendrick. People.
You don't think they got SZA like that?
I think they do, but like I don't know. I don't
think she
know what the
tied in.
revenue splits look like.
I think she tied in. I think she's tied in for sure.
You think they're like collecting majority of the streaming revenue?
Yeah. I think Top is a very good businessman. I think he's on the same wave as Coach K and P.
Yeah.
With QC. I think they're like, you know, up there. And you saw them get credit too in that power player shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not nothing. So to get that credit from an institution, how much SZA's loved by the institutions, I think there's some respect on TDE's name. I think the Schoolboy album is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I think that was the main purpose of this leak, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just keep his name in conversations, kind of hype up that release that's coming soon, which is going to be fucking incredible. We need new Q music.
Badly.
But yeah, you know, like I think Rashad made a ton of money. Not a ton of money, but I think he did good on this Sylvia demo tour. Had the Spotify look, did the vinyls, you know what I mean? There's little things they're doing, but I do agree with you. They got to break one of the up and coming artists.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one it's going to be.
It's Doechii.
I think that they don't even. I don't think it's about breaking Doechii. I think it's about making her hot. I don't even think it's about breaking Doechii. I think it's about turning her into a star. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think she's known, and I think she has a good foundation set. It may not be the foundation we think she deserves yet, because I think there's obviously always more you could be done. But she's out there in the ethos. You know, I think you got to do something with a Ray Vaughn. With the guy who did the song at the Boiler Room set, Yakin. I don't even know how to say his name right, but yeah, he's interesting. But yeah, you need one of the new niggas to do something for them to.
I mean, it sounds like, I know we've had conversations with people where they might have indicated that the new signings are coming soon and the projects are coming soon as well. I think it might be more likely that one of those new signings that hasn't been made public yet breaks before Reason.
Yeah.
Or Ray Vaughn.
I don't know about Reason. Reasons. Yeah. But what was interesting
He's
too
garbage.
is
Yo, the only
Reason.
Yo, the
No,
only
I'm kidding.
We are all equally waiting on the Schoolboy Q album. I feel like we can all agree.
No,
on
we're
that.
not.
Bro.
You don't
like
give a fuck
Schoolboy
about
Q?
that, bro.
This boy Cap.
I can't
Miles asked to talk about TDE, and Osei literally replies in the text and goes,
Fuck these
I
niggas.
don't care about this. These are the things I don't care about. TDE. I don't care about this. I don't like
I
Schoolboy
honestly
Q.
forgot the I did not say I didn't like Schoolboy Q.
He honestly said, fuck Schoolboy Q.
That's
I don't think he
crazy.
stands on business.
So you really,
I think
but
he's
you
a
rock
phony.
with Schoolboy?
Bro, did we not all grow up on Schoolboy Q?
We did.
I don't know what
cool.
the
That's why I was
I
right.
don't know what
Yeah.
you grew up on. I don't know who the fuck you are, bro.
Things get a little contentious on the StereoVision podcast.
That's what Osei said to me this weekend. He said, I really want to know where you came from because people don't act like that.
We were funny.
Oh God.
And then I told you that me and my friends used to knock each other out.
Yeah,
That was a lie. That is definitely not the truth.
That was a lie?
Yo, I don't know why I said that. I was reflecting on that. I'm like, we don't knock each other out.
Why did you lie to me?
We don't hit
I'm
each
sorry.
other.
I came clean now.
No, we gotta have a full discussion about what happened this weekend at some point. But yeah, no, I'm really. I feel like I care about Schoolboy Q and Doechii, but everybody else, I don't really care about, bro. And I know you guys love Isaiah Rashad. I'll put respect in his name. I personally don't like his music. Reason is terrible, and I just don't even know who the rest of these niggas are, to be honest. And that's the thing with TDE, bro.
Sir, don't forget about Sir.
Oh, sorry, sir, you're dope.
Do you want me to tell you about Doechii and who Doechii is?
He said Doechii. He said
Oh, he
Doechii.
did? My bad,
He said he's just not even listening.
My bad.
Anyway,
My bad.
maybe I do care about TDE.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I think
a little bit.
A little bit.
But I just feel like in 2024 they're just not moving right.
Yes.
Like, bro, how do you have Kendrick and SZA and you can't bring up any other artists?
Yeah, they don't have Kendrick anymore.
And Schoolboy Q. I know they don't have Kendrick anymore, but I'm saying they had him at one point.
True.
I think it's the artist development.
Yeah.
I think that we all are trying to find a way to navigate this space, and I think as a smaller label, I think a lot of their attention was probably dedicated to some of their more prominent acts. You know what I mean? You've seen a lot of them be active over the last couple years. So I think they internally probably have to revamp what's our direction? Mm-hmm. What is the modern day sound that we can get behind and push? Because I don't think TDE is just going to go out there and sign someone who sounds like a Yeet, Destroy Lonely type shit just because that's what's popping right now. They need something that their staff can actually sit with and develop.
Okay, but I think they could develop like a Bash for the World though.
100%.
I think that lies in their pocket. I think even Doechii is like, even though it's reminiscent of like some of the sounds they sound, I think she's a little bit left field for what they do. I think they have a lot of potential, but I just haven't seen any movement, like Spencer said earlier.
Yeah, it's gonna be a process, but I don't think they have any need to rush the process.
Fair enough.
I think they've tried things that haven't worked necessarily. I think they tried to do the rapidy rap stuff in a time where we were clearly moving away from it. Insert Reason, Rayvon, not bad artists, but just not with the times right now. Not artists that are going to break and get number ones right now. But, you know, I'm excited to see what they do, how they kind of pivot off of this, what they continue to build the label out as. But shouts out them. The Schoolboy album's going to be fire.
Schoolboy album's going to be great.
Okay. Should we go to Aiden Ross getting bullied by all of Atlanta?
Aiden Ross had a crazy week.
Yo, that was wild. That was so wild.
So I guess everything starts out once again. Okay, I think this is fake. The 21 Savage shit. 21 Savage goes on his stream. They gamble a lot because that's what kids do now and what people want to watch on their phones and laptops. They gamble on 2K. 21 gets beat, loses to Aiden, is down some money, and then they start playing a high-low with some cards. And 21 ends up winning the money back. I think he ends up 150K up. And then niggas in the chat, because this is a live broadcast with hundreds of thousands of people in there, start being like, wait, there's some weird things going on. Like, why is he pointing out specific cards? And why are some of these cards marked? And why does 21 Savage have a signal for his mans to switch out decks of cards and things like that? So it basically comes out. Aiden ends up addressing it on stream while 21's there that the cards were marked while he was in the process of losing 150K. And 21 then followed that up by leaving the stream, posting and deleting a story saying Aiden Ross is blackballed from the rap game.
Whoa. That part is definitely not real, bro.
Okay, that was not a post and delete by 21?
No, that is not real.
Okay.
Pull up the screenshot. That screenshot is so cooked up, bro.
And I think the culmination of all of this is him selling out of some dices and cards on his website.
That was a genius pivot. If it is honestly what it appears to be, and he just pulled that out of his ass, what a great move.
Do y'all believe it's real?
Bro, it's so funny because I feel like with the internet these days, there's some situations that you just don't even know are real or not. Like, think about the Drewski Birdman thing. Like, I definitely thought that was kind of real, but then you guys were like, nah, not at all. And then I thought about it and I was like, all right, this could be cooked up. Bro, does 21 Savage talk like that, bro?
Here's what he said. Is this on the screen or am I tripping?
It's not going to be on the screen. We're
not
using that camera.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we can't even put it on
screen. Well, fuck it. But he said, lame ass niggas scratching cards and blaming it on me. That fuck nigga Aiden, lowercase Aiden, trying to call me a scammer. Let that Jew know that he's blackballed from all of the rap game. Rat emoji.
Bro, that's clearly some white kid cooking up a voice.
Oh, look at yeah. And then there's the readers out of context. This is Instagram story of 21 Savage.
Oh wait, fake. No, go to the story though. Cause this part's funny as fuck. Press the story. Please tell me we can see this. It might be expired.
Yeah, it's definitely expired.
Is it? Watch it.
Are you sorry?
It's gone. No, that's definitely
just him with the hose. But yeah,
Nah, I mean, I feel like the only
That's
thing,
your man's.
bro. I feel like the only thing I'll say though is like, bro, that whole thing was so funny, bro.
Yeah.
So funny.
And I'm like, people on the internet were mad. I don't know what the fuck happened, but people on the internet were mad about what they thought happened. I'm like, bro, even if what you thought happened was true and not cooked up, isn't that on brand?
That's what I was gonna say.
Isn't that like, yeah, what are we talking? Like, I saw a comment that was really funny. I was reading through some comment section. They were like, oh no, the guy named 21 Savage who has a label called Slaughter Gang did something bad.
You know?
Like, bro, like the branding and everything, it's all aligned. Like, I don't know. I also don't know why streamers feel like they can just have people they don't know on their streams and everything is going to be cool. Like,
Yeah, we saw that become a real issue with Aiden's next stream.
Yeah, because I think that this one was different. That is why I do think that the 21 shit is fake. I think that they, while not being best friends, I think Aiden is in that ecosystem that 21's in. Him and Drake have talked back and forth. Like, you know what I mean? I think this was just a play for 21, get some publicity, take a different angle than Kai because he was just on Kai's stream. You know what I mean? I don't think Aiden is pissed about anything.
and how do you go back to back from that to what happened with Playboy Cardi too?
Yeah, so getting into that was a little bit more funny. That was a little bit more funny because I don't even think that nigga Cardi was there for real. I don't think that was actually Playboy Cardi. But Aiden Ross allegedly offered Playboy Cardi $2 million in a Ferrari to get on stream, flew him out to wherever he films at. Playboy Cardi shows up mad late. So you got hundreds of thousands of people again just in this stream waiting on Cardi. He allegedly pulls up, then left, didn't enter. Like, then he turns around, comes back on for a total of 9 minutes, I think, where they're just slapping his music. And he's just like, yeah, like, you know, vibing out. You know what I mean? I think he says, I love you a bunch of times. And then he left. Aiden gave him the bag when he off the pull up, and this nigga left.
Again, on brand. Like, what are we talking about?
I think that one might be a little bit real. And I think that to Aiden Ross, that's why you don't pay people before they finish their obligations.
Yeah.
Maybe don't get a nigga the bread as soon as he walks in the door. Wait on him to stream with you. I don't think that was actually Playboy Cardi. I think there's a reason the mask never came off. There was very few words said.
You thought that was not Playboy Cardi?
You think that was actually Playboy Cardi? I think he just sent a random nigga in there and was just like one of the homies.
Honestly, I didn't even really pay attention enough.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's a dark room.
Wait, that was yesterday though, right? Last night?
Yeah, it was last night.
Like nobody really acknowledged the fact that Playboy Cardi performed at the Grammys with Travis Scott last night.
Yeah,
You
but
know
it
what
wasn't
I
at the same time though.
Okay, where does Aiden? Was Aiden stay in LA?
It was no. This is what happened: is that Aiden, I think he was in LA and then flew back to wherever, to Miami or something, and then flew back here so he could do the stream with Cardi.
Yeah.
Got it.
The stream with Cardi was supposed to happen after the Grammys.
Got it.
The timeline makes sense. It's just a bizarre story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that nigga was ever there. I don't think Cardi ever had any intention of coming through. I think he got allegedly he only got $50K in a bag off the pull up. But shit, $50K for 9 minutes ain't bad.
I thought the idea was either $1 million or $2 million in a Ferrari or something.
That was the deal, but I think that Aiden probably wasn't a complete idiot and it's like, I'll give you most of the money. Or not even most of it, I'll give you some bread up front, but I can't give you the whole thing.
He's supposed to they're supposed to do a stream together again. They are.
What he apologized?
He tweeted it.
Aiden Ross tweeted it?
Aiden Ross tweeted it.
Oh God. Like, I don't want to see Cardi on stream. At all. He's like I put him in that same category as
He's a strange guy.
I don't want to see like Travis
Strange
Scott
guy.
on a stream, bro. Like
Yeah.
these aren't artists that make me want to, you know, like,
Hang out with them.
you know what I mean? Like, I like y'all music and shit.
I think you got to go to Twitter.
Oh God, I'm
Tweet.
not logged in. Well, I mean, either way, it's not gonna get pulled up on the screen, so I go on my phone.
Aiden Ross I think he's an essential figure in streaming.
Yeah,
I think it's important to have somebody that the artist can kind of like, you know, shamelessly, you know, have a little bit of fun with. You know what I mean? Like have, you know, troll a little bit.
you just see this is such a different, so many different communities colliding.
Yeah.
Because every content creator, streamer, all of that was all on Twitter last night. Like, damn, I feel bad for Aiden. Like, you gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Kai called him on the stream. It's like, bro, like, you gotta kind of like what you said, like you gotta stop fucking with niggas who you think these niggas do not give a fuck about you. Like these are not your friends. You know what I mean? You don't know them. You have to. He almost told them like stay in your lane because there are people that fuck with you. There are rappers that fuck with you. You know what I mean? You had the Juice WRLDs, all that shit. You know what I mean? That were really really rocking with you. Stay in that lane. You don't always have to reach for the absolute. You know what I mean? Biggest because these niggas a lot of the time might be dickheads.
Yeah.
You know they don't owe you shit.
Yeah. No, I like him better than Neon.
Yeah.
Do you know Neon?
I don't know
Yeah.
what Neon does. I don't know why Neon's a thing. He's part of that whole
weird.
red pill side of it. I'm like, yo,
I
you gotta
don't.
chill.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, Aiden Ross 3 hours ago says stream soon part 2 the right way for the fans. All questions will be answered hard. And he's on the phone allegedly with Playboy Cardi, who's all up in the FaceTime.
Wait, let me see.
It's just so funny, like look at Aiden Ross's face, like this nigga, this nigga. Can you believe this little nigga has a lean addiction? Aiden Ross is like aggressively addicted to lean. Apparently, like he's just
I heard he kicked the cup. He said he kicked the cup on the stream.
that boy. I don't
You
know.
gotta watch these streams, bro.
I do.
They're mad entertaining.
I do. That's what I'm saying. Like he's just random. He's just so random. I like how streaming has kind of gotten away from just someone sitting in front of a console gaming for hours. You know what I mean? It is this kind of weird relationship between the watchers and the content creator. But I mean, shout out Aiden for trying. I appreciate him trying to get good content
Yeah.
because people want to see it. You know what I mean? I don't know if Cardi doing nothing else, talking to nobody else, right?
No. Then it was also so funny to see 21 call Aiden and be like, after he supposedly like scammed him out of all that money, like why aren't you paying me? Like you give him Playboy Cardi all this much money like for 6 minutes?
100%.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
He said we're gonna have a conversation next time I see you.
That's why I think that 21 is jokes, man. I think the 21 Aiden shit is fun, bro.
You see
Yeah, that
Big
shit's
Draco call Aiden on stream too.
Yeah, I saw
that
that
was
too.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, Soldier
Soulja
Boy?
Boy?
Yeah. He said, "What me and you got is real though. Like I really fuck with you, for
Right.
real, bro. Like gang, don't get it twisted. I'm not like the other ones.
Bro, this kid having all those contacts is so funny. Because at the end of the day, bro, doesn't he just remind you of somebody like you went to high school with? or
100%. A lot of people I went to high
Yes.
school with.
like that is a personality type of somebody you went to high school with and was just kind of like class clown mixed with like kind of popular, but also people kind of shout on him too. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what Aiden Ross gives me.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's getting a bag. He's getting a crazy bag.
No, definitely.
I guess speaking of another weird nigga, do y'all think Kanye's wife has free will?
Wait, I'm sorry. What is the question here?
Yes.
Does Kanye's wife have free will? Does Bianca have free will?
Oh, I thought you said is she real?
That too. Both.
Look, I feel like I already spoke on this briefly. I don't know if I want to speak on it more, but I just feel like it's a weird situation.
I think you were. I think you were ahead of the curve because you mentioned that like 2 weeks ago. Then you got TMZ lady running up on him like, "Is this? Does she have free?" That being the first question you ask somebody, phone in their face is a little crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was wild.
Is a little crazy. Kanye is also crazy for grabbing the phone out of her hand.
And confiscating it like
You
he was
know,
like a principal.
This is mine now. I'm taking this. So yeah, I don't really know all the way how to feel about that, but hopefully Bianca has free will.
Hopefully she does. How about Kanye performing at Travis Scott's Orlando show?
Yeah.
That's sick.
That was
It's just
super
dope
sick.
he's showing love to Travis. I think that they've always been kind of tied in, and it's cool to see how they're helping each other out because I think Travis came out when he was performing something, right?
And yes, at Kanye's show in Italy.
Yes, yes.
In like August. Yeah.
So that's really dope. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Should we do XXL leak or is that confirmed fake?
Bro,
That is so confirmed
please
fake.
stop believing these.
I see
fake-
that.
I'm
That's
asking
every
you.
single day.
I'm asking
no, but
you.
I'm not even talking to you. You know how you talk to the camera sometimes? I'm talking to the camera, bro. Stop believing these fake lists. Why would a list leak every single year? And why would it always look the same? Why would it be the same format?
And why does it have Tyla on it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, that was the funniest part.
That's
That
what
was
confused
so
me.
That was the
I'm
funniest
like,
part.
who leaked it though? Like, whose team put this together?
I don't even know. Actually, yeah, it's definitely a team at this point.
You know, like who?
But I think some people
wanted
just.
that.
I think some people also just think it's funny.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like the same group of people just cooking it up every year and just leaking it.
Just like fuck it. Let's
Just
see who they
thinking
believe
this is
now.
Funny.
Yeah.
That list actually wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
But like then you seen like V's was like, I don't want to be on that.
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure Tyler might decline that look.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Tyler, yes, Tyler
that
is
is,
declining
you
that
know.
look. Yes.
Is that a look that they would even try?
To get Tyler on
XXL?
there?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, all right, that's what I'm saying.
Neither party would ever think that would have the slightest possibility of happening.
That'd be funny though. That'd be so funny.
In the
Tyler
cypher?
and just all of these random rappers.
in the cipher.
Who else is on it that's fun?
I can't even find the shit.
Lil Mabu.
Yeah, Lil Mabu. That's when I knew it was fake. I'm like, nah, they would. Nah,
Well,
I could not say I knew it was
actually-
fake because that's what they would do.
They might do that.
They would
They
do
might-
that.
I could
They
see
would
them
do
doing
that.
They would put Mab
and he would
on there.
accept.
Oh, 100%. Lil
Yeah,
Mabu
he
is
would-
losing
he
his
would do
mind over that.
Yeah,
bro.
he's
Are you
loving
kidding
that.
me? Yeah, I can't even find the rest of the list. It's not high enough on the Our Generation feed to go find.
I got a question for you guys.
What's going
Ask
on,
a question,
man?
Spencer.
It's rainy in LA.
Oh, I hate
Okay.
this nigga.
There's storms,
Okay.
rain. Say, you got nothing to do one day. Nobody's coming over. You're just hanging out. You light a candle, pick up a book, order some soup dumplings. You're just having a cozy day in your room.
Okay.
What's your favorite rainy day album to listen to?
Oof. Can we do songs?
No.
Album. Rainy Day album.
What are you listening to? Will the rain just pitter patter on your window, and as a light breeze like blows in and kind of puts a chill on the back of your neck? And
Soulfly by Rod Wave.
oh my God!
That's probably what
honestly
I'm listening
honestly not a terrible pick, but
probably
of
what
course
I'm
it was
listening
Rod
to.
Wave.
I want to go like Trilogy The Weeknd. Something
Yeah,
like that.
That's also a good pick.
You
You guys be getting like sad though.
What? Oh, are you saying you don't?
No,
I
no,
couldn't
it's a
tell
good-
by that sound.
It's a good album. You just on some dark shit.
That's dark. Yeah, it's about a lot.
Some horny vibes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
like-
a little bit.
The rain turns you on.
Yeah.
From the morning to the evening.
I hate niggas.
Because me, I'm gonna do like a Bon Iver album,
The artsy vibe.
or I'm gonna do a Moonshaped Pool by Radiohead.
Okay. That's what this nigga's just been on the last couple of days.
Lots of Radiohead
Got you.
My Life by Mary J. Blige. Great album, top to bottom for a rainy day.
for a rainy day.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's upbeat, no?
Not super. I'm going Channel Orange maybe.
Okay.
No, that's such a happy album.
I think Blonde probably.
Blonde is a
Channel
better.
Orange is a happy album.
Blonde is a better album. Blonde
Channel
is,
Orange is a happy album.
okay, I don't know about in messaging, but I guarantee you more than half the songs are in like a major key. Like it sounds like a happy album. Blonde would be a better rainy day album.
Like, are y'all like? I guess it's also the like mood that you're in, because it doesn't make the rain doesn't make me feel sad or anything. Or like super emotional. It's like cinematic. It makes me feel like dramatic.
Very dramatic.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That type of vibe.
like a
of
drama
shit.
queen.
Like a drama queen.
Never that.
I
you know
want
what I
to,
mean?
yeah.
I want to, yeah.
I want to, yeah. You
Yo.
know, in the rain. I want to go.
This
walk
is a
outside.
dramatic. This is a dramatic. I think all
Yeah, in
three
the
of us
rain?
are. I think actually that's problematic. All three of us are dramatic.
No, I would definitely take a little stroll in the rain if I had nothing else to do and just let the water get me wet. You know.
He
Let it-
knows he's. Oh, so you think you're dramatic?
Yeah.
You know,
Jose's dramatic.
Yeah.
but that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
I'm self-aware.
We're performative. You know what I mean? We could all be. It's
Performative.
okay to be dramatic.
I don't
you
think
know?
I'm performative.
I'm not performative
I
either.
think
Like
drama's
performative-
being performative. You're doing the most when you don't have to be.
I feel like
Well-
performative has a negative connotation.
I think
Connotation.
you're performatively dramatic. I don't think you're really dramatic. I think sometimes you're like you think it's funny and you're dramatic for funny. I think me and Ose are like real life probably pretty dramatic people.
Yeah, I'm a sweetheart.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how sweetheart connotates with being real life dramatic, but
Sweetheart.
It's like just high
Yeah.
emotions, you know?
yeah.
High sweetness, but also high drama.
High sweetness. I don't know if I'm calling either of y'all niggas
Whoa.
sweethearts. Damn, he called you sweet.
Big pause.
That nigga called you sweet, bro.
You are
I
sweet.
said big pause.
He said you're triable.
and you're being a drama queen.
He said you're triable.
Your triable is insane.
I'm a drama girl.
No,
In
don't do
the
that.
drama
Don't do that. Don't do that.
world.
Don't do that.
That's you.
Me, this nigga said I'm not dramatic.
Miles not that dramatic.
You know what I mean? I
Unless
just
we're
be
in
me.
Burbank, then he gets really
Yeah,
dramatic.
Then it's like-
that was dramatic.
Then it's like,
as
what
fuck.
are we doing, bro? What is we talking about?
Hey man,
Unless we're in Burbank or in Irish Dive Bar.
That was that wasn't even my fault that time.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just not going to either of those places. I know I don't belong in either of those places.
In Burbank, you know,
I've
you
seen
might
you
get
at
brought
Jameson's a number of times.
I don't go there anymore.
Got it.
anymore. This nigga-
Anymore. I've gone there maybe like twice, and
Yeah.
I know the energy, bro. I'm like, I could do this, but I'd rather not.
Now, see, you know who suggested Jameson's?
Who?
This nigga.
Who's what?
When we were all out having good time with mimosas and everything, and then this nigga suggests after mimosas, already intoxicated, let's go to Jameson's. Puts me in a hostile environment. I had to act a certain way. I didn't even act out for real.
Who's your friend with the flat top?
Kendall.
He would go there.
Kendall would 100% go to Jameson's. Love you, Kendall. Shout out the grilled cheese.
Melted.
God, we got to talk about that just off mic.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything. You know what I mean? Don't fight your friends at stoplights. That's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah, and also don't be ashamed to, get a little dramatic and kind of, shed a tear in the rain.
Please don't cry in the rain.
Cry in the rain one time. Feel good.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.